Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today I'm going to be talking about someone that was in my life that was horrible to me, and it wasn't like a person that you would normally know. It was like a teacher, and they were a complete jerk to me, and they just talk crap about me all the time, and they would never do anything nice to me, and they did this horrible thing. But first, before I talk about this stuff, I would like you to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please click the bell icon because it helps a lot. And so, if you, to further ado, well, let's get straight into the video. Now, today, guys, I kind of want to talk about how this teacher was horrible to me, and what this teacher did was this teacher just what they completely ruined my attitude of that day. I was having a great day, and I just wanted to get some schoolwork done, and I forgot to do my math homework, and I needed it from the other teacher. So I went to go to my math teacher. Let's call her Miss Awesome because she saved everything, but didn't save me from getting in trouble. She tried to, and it just didn't work. So what this teacher did was um the teacher that got mad at me, let's call her Miss O because she was just horrible. And Miss O, yeah, I don't know what to say, but this teacher, what she did was, all right, so let's just start. At the beginning of the day, I went straight into my math class to do this. I forgot to give this to the other teacher to tell her not until I will be in my math class doing some schoolwork. I told my friends to go down there and go tell her. So I get into this math class, and I I I was just doing writing on my schoolwork. I had my friends around me. We were doing some math homework, and the teacher's talking to me. I'm trying to get some help, and just all of a sudden, I get called down on the intercom, and it's by Miss O, and it says, "Landon Ostrecker, please come down to blah blah blah." And at this school, if you got in trouble, you didn't get detention. You got it coded, which is where they take your planner, like your school planner, and they would write in it, and they'd say what happened. And so you get two codes and detention. So I hadn't got a code that day because it was beginning of the day, and she called me down, and I went down there. And what she said to me is, Landon, I need to see you after class. And it was more of like Landon, I need to see you after class. Because she was like the oldest lady in the world. She should be retired and stuck in a 6-foot hole grave. But we'll talk about that later. Um, what she did was she actually was a big jerk to me that day and just kept staring at me and saying, do your work, when I was literally had to do nothing. We were watching videos that day, which is, I was so mad at her for that. But at the end of the class, she says to me, stay in here. I need to talk to you. So I sit in there, and then she's like, Landon, you were skipping my class. And I was like, no, I wasn't. And so she says, I'm going to code you because you were skipping my class. And I said, I wasn't skipping your class because I was in math class doing schoolwork. And she goes, no, you weren't. You were just skipping my class stuck in the bathroom probably. And I said, actually, no, you can call up the teacher right now because I was in her class. And she goes on to say that I was skipping her class and was not doing schoolwork. And so I say, call her. She says, okay, I'll call her. And tells me to go. So I left and I go to my class, which I'm in band. So I'm playing my trumpet. And she's talking to the teacher. I go to my upstairs to get my stuff, and Miss Amazing, or whatever I said in the beginning, is on the phone and gives me the thumbs up, like she's talking to her and getting all this. She was the best teacher in the world. Um, and she calls her, and they're talking, and so I go downstairs, and I'm going to my band class, and I'm playing my trumpet. And so at the time, I was really mad about this because she she just ruined my day, and all my friends knew. And so I was just really mad about this, and she just made this whole big scene in front of all of my friends. And this she was just being insane about this. and she's going off at me in her class before she tells me to leave. So I'm in my band class, and just all of a sudden she walks in, barges the door open, and looks at me, and she says, "Landon, I need your planner." And I'm like, "What did I do to get my planner taken?" And she says, "I'm coding you for skipping class." And I'm thinking, Miss Amazing had to have said something to make her not code me, but happens just to get me coded, and I'm just off by this. I'm just like, how in the world did this happen? Because the teacher hated me, and this other teacher loved me because I was amazing at what she did, and she already had my sibling, and like just she loved my family and all that, so we were all close. But just the fact that she takes my planner and codes me for something I didn't do made me so mad. I was young. It wasn't too long ago, but I was young when this happened, and I started crying because my parents would kill me when I got coded. Like actually destroy me because like getting coded was a big deal in my family. So it just hurt me, and she coded me and wrote this big long thing that if I had my planner, I'd read to you. But it was just all about he was skipping my class, not and sitting around and not doing work, and did not tell me he was going to do something else. And just I was so furious, and I'm crying, and I go upstairs, and this teacher, Miss Nay, oh crap, Miss Amazing. Miss Amazing. She looks at me and she goes, "What's wrong?" And I said she coded me. Miss O coded me, and just I'm crying, and she gives me this big hug and says, "It wasn't your fault." I told her everything. Like she literally told me that she called, that she said like, what was that she said? She said that I was doing schoolwork and was talking to her about it, and was doing it literally beside her, which I was. And so I was just furious at the fact that she was just going off about something that didn't happen. And so I'm mad, and just Miss Nay yeah, you know what? I'm just calling Miss Nay. Miss Nay was just furious because she was like, I did tell like this teacher that he didn't do anything wrong. And Miss O was just like, I got him. I'm the right. Like she acted like she was the right person in every situation, and it just made me furious to think that a teacher thinks that they're always right, and she's like 90. This lady should literally be dead by now, and just like is going off at me for doing nothing. And that was it. It was just horrible. And Miss Nade tried to back me up, and it went on for like almost a week during this. And this teacher always like, you shouldn't skip my class during this week, and just she never took the code away, which made me mad. But like my teacher got serious revenge at this teacher because she was just furious, and she yelled at this teacher, like actually got mad at this teacher, and they got into an argument over the fact that she coded me after this other teacher didn't. I like didn't say anything. It was just horrible. And so I ended up getting in trouble. Not my parents. My parents actually, I talked to my parents and they were fine with me. So like I didn't get in as much trouble as you would think I did. So I was actually fine after this. But just I was so mad that I was gonna have something on my record in this book saying that I got in trouble for skipping class when I never skipped class. I was one of the nicest kids there, and so it just made me actually furious. And I actually, I'll give this two like things because I have another story just like this one, and this story, it starts off at a place I'm going actually here soon called KOA. OKAY, which I'm not going to say the actual name of the place, but I'm not like this place. I was there, and me and my friends we skateboard, and we weren't actually skateboarding at the time, but we loved to skateboard, and things happened there with skateboarding that people didn't really get mad at us, but we like got scared that we were in a lot of trouble. But I got in trouble because they thought I was gonna run into their son, and this Karen of a kid. I'm gonna call her Karen because she hated me and just wanted to kill me for doing this. But we were going around, and other people laughed about this. Just saying, other people laughed when we were just taking our bikes and just skirting them at people and saying we were gonna wreck. But we really weren't. We were like really good, and we BMX sometimes, but we're actually pretty good at riding bikes. And we're riding, and this lady, she gets really mad because, and I didn't really know. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's actually say the story. We're riding, and I actually was gonna wreck into this kid, which I didn't. And I stopped beside him and then kept going, and he cussed me out. This kid, all right, this kid's 9. We'll call him Kevin. Kevins are the male Karens. No, Kyle. Kyle's the male Karen. Kyle, he was so mad at me. He just cussed me out. And every time I rode a bike next to him, this is throughout the night. Every time I rode a bike next to him, he cussed me out and got furious at me for doing this. And just did not know how to act when we were doing this. So he's horribly mad at me, and he's cussing me out, and I'm just like, calm down. It was a joke. People were laughing at it earlier. And so one kid says he talked to like the adults of this place and said, we cannot ride at night. So we put our bikes up, and we're sitting around. And I'm young, but it was almost my birthday, and I am one of those, where I said earlier, I'm one of those kids that doesn't like to get in trouble and doesn't like to make people mad. But this lady walks up, and they're walking by our place several times. So they're like pacing around this place looking for somebody, and I'm just sitting there like, I know them, but they're just pacing around our place. And then the lady that their mom was. This lady is nice, but also kind of a Karen. She walks up and is like this big lady, and she's like, "Did you say something to my son? You're the shirtless kid, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm the shirtless kid that was riding a bike earlier." And I didn't really care because I'm pretty thin for a kid, but I don't like talk about that because it makes people mad. Like, "Oh, you about me?" No, I'm not gonna brag about that stuff. But what it was is that I was a shirtless kid that was riding a bike around that was doing that stuff, and she says, Karen over here says you were trying to run over Kyle. And I said I wasn't. I actually was not trying to run over Kyle. I was joking around. People were laughing at this earlier. And I said this in like a pristine voice. I was done with this lady. And this other lady, and not Kevin. Wait, yeah. No, it's not Kevin. It's Kyle. But Karen yells at me and goes, and just starts cussing me out and saying, "You effing were. You were trying to run him effing over, you piece of effing S." And I was just like, calm down. I was not trying to run him over. And my friends were witnesses. They were all beside me. I was not trying to run this lady over, nor her brother. Nor her brother. And they were just yelling at me. And they wouldn't calm down, and it was just annoying, and I was so mad, actually furious, and just so we're chilling out, and starts talking to my dad, my mom and dad, and I'm talking to my mom, and my mom's actually taking this serious, and I'm starting crying a little bit, I just made this lady mad, and I don't like to do that, and I don't know if I'm the actual jerk in this situation. I'm the Kyle, but tell me that in the comments. But please, just I wasn't trying to be mean. And later, the kid that was cussing me out, the 9-year-old Kyle, said, "I'm sorry for how I acted, dude." And just wouldn't. And he was very nice to me. He started crying over it. I was like, "Dude, you're fine. I shouldn't act like I was gonna hit you with my bike by falling." And he said, "You're fine, dude." And we gave each other fist bumps. And his sister hated me after that. I don't know. Actually, she might have hated me. She was hanging out with a girl that liked me. So that was something. I'll tell you about that story later. But yeah, that was how I was screamed at twice by two Karens, because they don't know how to act, and they were both jerks. But if you guys like this content, just please like and subscribe, and just show it's free to like and subscribe. Only 50% of you guys are actually like subscribed to me, that watch me, and it makes me feel good when y'all subscribe. I'm only at 36 subscribers, so if you like to like up your game and get me to like 1,000, because I have 1,000 followers on Instagram, you have to go follow that. It's the Urban Legends, the _urban_legends. And guys, I'll see you in the next video.